Hello everyone, how are you doing? Hope you're having a great day so far. Welcome to another video. This is the Demoscene report for the 16th of October 2024. As usual, I summarize everything that I could find regarding the active Demoscene community. I put all of the links down on the description below so you can check things at your own leisure. Now we'll talk a little bit about all of the news that I could find to give you a little bit more of context to the things that I've been describing. There are quite a few news items of things that showed up this week, and also some demo parties are still pending on the pipeline. So let's get started and take a look at things that happened this week. So there are quite a few updates on livecodemozoo.org, the platform that we use to archive the live coding things that happened inside the demo scene. And one of the new updates that just came out was the Xenium shader coding data that was still missing from the database. We can see that Musk won against Citrus on the first round, and KK won against Xenium on the second round, and the winner was Musk at the end against KK. You can also see the live video of the Shader Showdown itself happening. At the end of September, Hackfest had a Bytejam as well, with a few people participating with a few different effects, so we have that archived as well now. And then on the 30th of September, there was the Monday Night Bytes organized by the Field Effects Massive. Every single week they organize this live coding session with a DJ set for 1 hour on Monday evenings, either a Bytejam using the TIC80 software or a Shader Jam using Bonzomatic. If you are a live coding person, you enjoy coding live, or you're getting started on it, please make sure that you follow Field Effects on their Discord and keep in touch with the stuff that they are regularly organizing to participate. There are a few other Monday Night Bytes that took place since then, but they are not archived properly on livecodemozoo.org yet. There was also a Bytewall at Deadline. A computer was set in a corner where people could just code TIC80 effects and add them to the list of effects that were coded during the party plays. Quite a few people participated. Unfortunately, I didn't have time to do it. I wanted to do it, but then I got distracted with other stuff, ended up not submitting anything. But a lot of cute little interesting effects were submitted to the Bytewall at Deadline. And you can see the archive of them here now as well. And talking about Deadline, the seminars are also available now. If you missed them, there was a nice seminar about InsaneOS. If you're interested in developing stuff for the Raspberry Pi Zero or the Pi 3, you have a very cool operating system that you can use to do stuff, and you can learn more about it on this seminar. It was also a very interesting seminar organized by ATASCII, the people who did Cruisin 5 that ended up winning the Wild competition at Revision this year. They did a seminar explaining how to capture a CRT properly. Also very interesting seminar, only 26 minutes long, but you get a lot of knowledge out of it, so check it out as well. And also related to Deadline, We Didn't Start The Färjan by Gasman, the track that he used to close down his concert at Deadline. A new track from what I know, mentions a lot of different Demoscene memes, which was very funny and nostalgic at the same time. And I decided to open a new business model. I will explain a meme for a beer. So next demo party, if you want to understand a bit more of the background story behind one of the memes that Gasman mentioned, just buy me a beer and I will tell you all about it. Still about Deadline, there was an 8K entry that was submitted to the 64K intro competition by Ctrl-Alt-Test. They released the source code of that, and they also issued a challenge for people to try and help downsize it as much as possible, or code golfing it, I think is the more correct term for this. So trying to keep the same visual quality and aspect, but trying to shrink down the space as much as possible. So it's at the same time a challenge for you to own your skills as a size coder, and also a way for people to share information on 64K coding techniques, like any small things that could be used to shrink stuff down and maybe make this fit into 4 kilobytes. That would be great to see as well. On the same weekend that Deadline was taking place, there was also taking place online the Game Boy Pixel Art Jam. Had a total of 378 entries. It's not Demoscene per se, but we do love Game Boy and we do love pixel art on the Demoscene, so I thought it would be nice for you people to check out. So if you like pixel art, check out the link below. I'm only showing 10 screens here, but there are quite a lot of them for you to take a look at and find a new favorite artist, perhaps, to help you collaborate doing some future demos. On the same weekend, but in Argentina, we had a Flashparty happening, the yearly Demoscene event that happens in Argentina, organized for many years now. I usually follow it. They always have some interesting releases. Unfortunately, I couldn't follow the stream live this year because I was at deadline, so I had to check the productions after the event, and they do have some good productions overall once again, so let's take a quick look at them, starting with the combined 4K and 256 byte intro competition, where they combined all of the different size coding categories due to low amount of entries. In third place, ICS by Behelit, with this very basic ray marching effect, but a pretty solid 4K intro. I believe it was their first entry overall in the demo scene, so congratulations Behelit. Second place with this plain effect with the XOR pattern heap pro with a 256 byte intro. I believe it's 172 bytes actually because of the file name. And then the winner was ISS, also by Behelit, with a slightly more advanced intro, a slightly higher quality with better music as well. So I think it was a worthy winner of the competition overall. Congratulations Behelit, welcome to the demo scene. Hope to see more 4K intros by you. Bytebeat competition was won by Gaboshi. The C64 music was won by ET1999CC, but with a cover version for the SID chip of the Live at Stage 9 track by Laxity. So congratulations ET. Freestyle graphics and a moderate amount of participation, some more glitch stuff in there. Mary's Body by MSEC, a more traditional drawing, and the winner was Code Crafted Sentinel by Kali, which seems like 3D render to me with some post filters on it. Then we had the indie game development, which was actually pretty decent overall. I usually don't pay much attention to games, but I did see this on the stream, and they were fairly decent overall. In fourth place, Lala, Una Aventura Linguística by Fernando Montesvera, and I confess I did not understand this one very well. In third place, a little game for the Game Boy Color by Latitude Independent Association, recreating the Flashparty environment of sorts, or pseudo RPG, but not quite, just a short little game. In second place, Trigger Punch by Jupitron and Tatami Dork, with this 3D environment where you had to punch the cats. And Tiburon Sea by Patagonia won the competition for the Commodore 64, a little pseudo platformer. It's not really a platformer because you're floating on the sea. Anyways, a nice little game for the Commodore 64. Then they had the special competition for kids. Anyone in lower age would be allowed to entry. 7th place, Pixelana by Paulina Velasco. In 6th place, Neverhood In My Hood by Lolo B, with some cardboard paintings, I would guess. 5th place, Glitchado para la Flash by Katilaka. And 3rd place, Arcoiris by Julita Tole, with some pixel art. Also Messi Goal, also by Julita Tole. So both entries by Julita Tole getting tied in 3rd place. 2nd place, Volcan by Lumpri, with some ANSI artwork, it seems. And in 1st place, with some Petsky art, Titan Speakerman by Juan Cruz. The New School Pixel Art also had a few interesting participations. 3rd place to La Bonsai, 2nd place for Chernobyl Apple, and the winner was Ontet Fiesta by Astromina EXE, with some more pixel art quality there. I think a worthy winner of the competition overall. And we had the old school demo competition, which had some okay-ish entries overall. A couple of them for MS stars, like this one, that was just an entry screen for a hackerspace. Love how they mistyped HTTP there. In 3rd place, Einstein Gato, a joke production of some sort, just a one-screen effect. Then a conversion of Dragon's Tea Dintei of Ozone for the SID, just a straight-up conversion. It's nice to hear the track again, but not much to it. And the winner was El Voltage by Chex, with this sound player of some sort in QBasic, playing 1-bit music. Interesting concept, and I guess worthy winner of the competition overall. So congratulations, Chex, for this one. The old school intro had a few more entries. A lot of them were conversions for Commodore 64 videos though, like this one using the Max Head. He-Man, similar thing, but for He-Man. Super Cirurgias Rosario was actually decent enough entry for the Atari 2600, but placed quite low. Messi 64, another conversion for the Commodore 64. Macondo by the Code Blaster, just a very basic little Commodore 64 intro. Patagonia intro, a little bit more effort on this one, but still a single screen intro. Ghosts and Goblins on the NES was an interesting take because they recreated the NES sound inside the Commodore 64 SID chip, which is not new, but it was still nice to see and worthwhile intro to listen to. In fourth place, Santa Trinidad by Pungas de Villa Martelli. Again, a very basic Commodore 64 intro, but a little more effort than the previous conversions. Sid Wizard by Rico was much better intro in that regard. Had a track by Lukash and some decent visuals. And second place was Hola Soy La 20C by Aleco Carlinho and Krakatoa. And this one was actually interesting to me. 20C is this modular computer set with different blocks of PCBs that interconnect with each other. This is just the output. The computer is much larger and you can plug and play different things. So it's interesting in that way that it's also a platform for teaching you about computing and the different ways to do things. And they made a decent enough little intro for that, exploring a few known memes and concepts, but with the restraints of the small display that they had. So a nice little intro for the 20C. And the first place, a worthy winner as well, a recreation of a Maniac Mansion for the Commodore 64, or referencing Maniac Mansion, but your intro is quite slightly different. Congratulations, Pungas de Villa Martelli, for winning the old school intro competition at Flashparty 2024. The old school music competition was won by Akira with Ravezola, and then the old school pixel art only had 3 entries, but all of them quite good quality. Green War ZX by SP for the ZX Spectrum, Pai by Gorp for the Commodore 64, and then Fearless by Grass also for the Commodore 64. Worthy winner in my opinion. PC demo competition, not that many entries. Finished Brain, just a quick production that felt a bit weird and unpolished. In third place, a very cryptic entry, part of a series by Asterix. I've seen 3 demos by them by now, always referencing some numbers and stuff that might be coordinates. I wonder what it could be. I wonder if anyone has investigated yet and if they managed to decode what the hell is happening with this. I think I might know what I might be referring to from talks with certain sceners, but I could be wrong, so I don't know. I'm curious. Has anyone bothered trying to decode what's up with these messages? Let me know. In second place, El Papel e El Autor by CSI of Taiwan. CSI was experimenting with Paper.js library and made this little demo for Flashparty. And the winner, a very worthy winner in my opinion, Man in the Vox by Behelit. Really cool demo, very cute, a good use of Magica voxel importer. They are doing their engine in Kotlin and reusing the 3D voxel importer that Kotlin had. But they didn't just import a voxel world, they also had animations on it and little things, so they actually made a cute demo out of it. So I think it was really cool, very much looking forward to seeing other Behelit productions in the future. So welcome to the Demoscene Behelit, looking forward to see more demos from you. Streaming music competition was won by the soundtrack of the Man in the Box, called Man in the Box by Madbit of Behelit. The text art ANSI old school competition also had a lot of entries. They have a very big tradition at Flashparty of having multiple text art competitions there for different categories. So we'll see quite a lot of different text art. This one in particular is about ANSI, with the ANSI art from MS-DOS limitations. And third place, Arlequin, second place, Ale Perez, and the winner was Teenage Mutant Capybaras by Madbit of Behelit, with a very cool joke to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but with capybaras, which, as we all know, is the favorite creature from South America. Then we had a Commodore Amiga ATASCII competition, which was won by Fu and Lavaramano. We also had IBM PC ATASCII competition, where you can use a few more blocks. Traditional MS-DOS ATASCII car set. Third place to Alekin. Second place to Berdix with this tarot representation. And the winner was Silent Scream by a little bit space. A very cool skull there depicted in ATASCII. Then they had the extended mode for anything that doesn't quite fit the other text art categories. The standard way of doing text art, you can submit it to the extended mode. So Paraguay by MTC getting 6th place here with this nice little umbrella reference. I'm not sure why this doesn't fit the traditional IBM ASCII. Probably the size of the columns, not sure. 5th place Sky464 with a pseudo Petsky, but abusing ECM colors, I believe, or just mixing characters. 4th place is Espacio Liminal by Linea Centro 44 by Czechs. With a more convoluted ANSI pick. In 2nd place, Washua by Arlequin. Also 2nd place, Neuromancer by Hellbeard with a high color painting of a traditional ASCII. And in the 1st place, 9 Deaths by Little Bit Space. Nice little pseudo Petsky as well here, I guess with the custom car sets instead of being traditional Petsky. Then we also had the Petsky competition for the traditional Petsky format. Quite a few entries. I'm gonna skip a few. Good quality overall. Sculptoid with his usual raunchy themes. 2nd place, Flash of Blaster by Rebel 1. And the winner was Memento Temori by Little Bit Space. Very cool Petsky art there as well. We also had a teletext competition, only 3 entries, but all of them were quite good. An ultrasound here depiction, really nice concept. A skull, I think I've seen this skull before on the other entry, also by Little Bit Space. And the winner was a blue hedgehog by Ilarterate. We also have a voxel art competition where you can submit things made in Magica Voxel. Valado by Val1343 getting 4th place. Then this little fragment by Little Bit Space. Also looks like a skull, so Little Bit Space having this skull theme going this year at Flashparty. 2nd place, Peligro Animales Sueltos by Bersector with a nice little artwork there with a duck and a lion. And 1st place, Starry Night at Melee Island by Berdik, making a reference to Monkey Island there. Then we had the Wild competition, the last competition at Flashparty that we get to cover here. A few more experimental videos. I'm gonna skip a few. This one in particular was a typer that you could type and hear the sound of what you were typing at the same time, making it completely horrible to type anything on. So a bit of a conceptual artistic project there. Legare al fin del mes by Carmen Torrieri, a more conceptual video as well. Some more glitch artwork by Chernobyl Apple. The BA Trail by Dishke, making reference to the Oregon Trail, but for Flashparty attendance. Be careful who you shake your hands with, a more weird, psychotic sort of thing. Luces Calientes Atrevense Mi Mente by Vroid, a more glitch art entry. PMP Machine by Ronnie Bandini, reusing this thermic printers to do some artwork stuff. And there's going to be another reference to that later on. Estación de Retiro by Chex with this nice little filter to set up the thing. A little Terran DNB by Hipro, recreating one of the tracks from StarCraft with this sampler. Artefacto Fuera del Lugar by Patagonia video clip. The music was pretty good. The video was just the video being converted with a Commodore 64 converter though, so not very interesting, but the track was pretty decent. 2nd place, Rolito Editorial, talking talking about their project of reusing thermal printed technology to have literary content, so something that you can unroll and like read poetry or text art or something like that. And they've been promoting this concept on the different hacker spaces that they have, and doing some small projects to, you know, contain your books and hold your books and things like that. So a nice little project, good idea overall. It's not very common that we have thermal printers available for free. I think their concept is like reusing the ones that are being discarded and give them a new life in that regard. So nice little concept. And the winner was Somos Cibercirujas by Uktumi, which was a nice little video clip. It's a theme song to this Cibercirujas movement, which is a bit of a cyberpunk sort of movement in Argentina, from what I understood. They are related to some grassroots culture, punk culture of the right to fix, so fixing old computers, giving new life to old computers, teaching people about what you can do with the old hardware. And also, I think they're related to local hacker spaces and do some workshops around these kind of things. So a nice little theme song there by Uktumi, which I think is a member of the collective overall. So yeah, good worthy winner of the wild competition at Flashparty. Really cool to see Flashparty still going strong. A lot of visitors every year, a lot of activity for Argentinian demo scene. Always cool to see like the different culture that is between the Argentinian scene and the European scene that I'm more used to. So yeah, kudos for another edition of Flashparty. Hope to see another one next year, everybody who organized. What else do we have to talk about? There are quite a few news still to go. First off, I found this video about trackers to turntables, the Brain Wreckers Untold's role in jungle history, doing a little advert for an exhibition that is available in London. If you want to drop by and check about, they show a lot of different old school Amiga trackers and explain how it influenced the early jungle scene in the United Kingdom. So here is the venue in London. So check out until the 2nd of November. It's open. I know a few demosceners already visited and said that it was cool. Small, but cool to check out. So if you're in London, check it out. More Demoscene news to break out. Demoscene 2024-2025 holiday card exchange is now open for signups. Do you not want to receive a customized Demoscene card for your holidays this winter? Sign up now before the time is out. The deadline is November 6th apparently, or no, November 3rd. Go there, sign up. You just have to send up some postcards. You can draw on them, you can write stories on them, you can tell your life story, you can do whatever you want, just make someone else's life happier. You can also receive some yourself and feel a bit merrier on the Christmas time. So thank you Star Chaser for organizing it yet again. Hope people take advantage of it and enjoy the holiday cards. Then a few releases that came out of any party. Party pack number 26 by Artstate, packing the things that were released at deadline. Our Friends Electric, with reference to Gary Newman, if I'm not mistaken. Then we have a couple of art packs that also came out. Lazarus number 19, packed with some ANSI goodness. A lot of good high quality artwork on this one. So if you like text art, definitely check this out. You can see stunning images on this one. Very good release. And there was another release that also came out. Impure number 88 was also released this month, with some ATASCII and some ANSI as well. Smaller little pack, but some good quality logos in there as well. So check those out as well. What else? I found this video about a Commodore Amiga arcade machine. Did you know the Amiga used to be an arcade machine, or there was a variant of the Amiga that was an arcade machine? I did not know that. I got to learn that on this video of The Cave, and I thought you might probably find it interesting as well, regardless if you already knew about that or not. Then there was this video about Erik Jansson as well, talking about the rendering that they did at Alan Wake 2, and I think some PC demosceners will appreciate reading this and seeing how they can improve their rendering pipelines and get some good ideas. So I thought I should mention this as well. Then I found this old video about how bad Apple was played inside Super Mario Brothers. Was already released like 4 months ago. I don't think I caught it at the time. If I did, I apologize. But I found it pretty interesting. They explained how they broke Super Mario overall, how they managed to execute their own code there. and then the whole way that they mapped Bad Apple to run tiles there, and how injected that code into Super Mario itself. So it's very cool to see the technical aspect of how you would do such an hack, and I found it interesting. I think a lot of you will find it interesting as well, regardless if you love Bad Apple or not. Then at the Size Coding Discord, Hey Pacha was talking about this new little tool that he's been developing, a node-based tool to do bytebeat music. New way to do bytebeat music, and he's asking for feedback and impressions and people to beta test. So if you like bytebeat music or you like node programming and would like to try this out, check it out. Send him a message and help him debug this and make this actually usable for people who want to do bytebeat for very small productions, to have a more node-based environment to do the bytebeat instead of just typing by hand all of those bytecodes. And one of the last things that I wanted to report this week is the 4th ATASCII Compo deadline was delayed a couple more weeks, so you have until the 24th of October to submit your entry. If you like text art and would like to do some for the Atari, please submit something to Logicers competition. And that's it for this week. There were a couple other demo parties that happened, but their releases are not yet available on Demozoo properly, or even Puet, so I can't really cover them until the organizers upload things properly. Alternative Party also happened this weekend, and I did follow the video on that. Some interesting releases there. I will cover it next week for sure. Let's take a quick look at the upcoming demo party calendar. Syntax 2024, very much looking forward to see what our brothers down under have been cooking. It's always a hoot to see their live stream. They're always very funny and wild and completely chaotic. I especially love their wild competition. It always has a mix of insane things that you can only see on video and not actually touch. There's no way to preserve them besides the video format happening at the party place, so that's always very fun to see, and looking forward to seeing what other releases will come out from Syntax. Then we have Brown Birdie happening in Sweden, Benediction Coding Party in France, Zoo in Finland, Comparade in Germany, Demosplash United States, Sessions happening in Japan, Misdata in Sweden, Transmission Online, 30N Small Demo Party in Spain, and Experience happening in Budapest, Hungary. And then we will be reaching December, which I'm very much dreading because I'm organizing Nested Demo Party 2024. Have you remembered to come to Nested Demo Party 2024? Have you bought your tickets yet? You really should. 6th to the 8th of December here in Almada. Please come to Portugal and visit the Nested Demo Party. If you can't, you can also go to Poland and attend Silly Venture on the same weekend, happening in Gdansk, Poland. And then at the end of the month, we have Not Tomb, which now says that it was cancelled here. I have to double check this. It was just announced a week ago and now it's cancelled. So before editing the video, I went to check out Tomb, and indeed it seems that it was cancelled. Bod is announcing here on a Puet thread that they found a few issues with the venue and they decided to cancel it after all. So sadly, no Tomb is happening this year. Also talking about new demo parties, Payback is happening again, planned for the 25th of January. Payback is a legendary Finnish demo party that I actually visited twice. Last time that it took place, it sold out in like 6 minutes, so I strongly advise you, if you want to participate at Payback, to be online this Thursday, 17th of October at 6 p.m. Finnish time, and click the button as soon as possible to make sure that you register yourself to attend. The venue is a different place. It's a restaurant boat Vaiski in Helsinki, Finland, which I actually visited a couple times for some industrial evenings. So that's going to be a fun event, and I hope you guys can make it. That's it for me from this week. Thanks for watching. Hope you found it something useful here. If you did, please don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment below. You can also donate me something for patreon.com/psnf if you think it's worth your money. Special thanks to JTruck for this cool background. That's it from me. See you next time. Bye bye everybody. Have a great day.